beginning of time, water has been an ever-present part of our lives. Be it solid, liquid, or gas, this ever-changing, life-sustaining force hydrates, nourishes, connects, and each day, humans must consume quality water to survive because we are water. Hidden within the lush vegetation of the Grenadian rainforest, a natural spring rose from the rock on the Ebenezer estate in St. Patrick. 25 years ago, Dr. Ethelston Filbert Friday, a scholar, surgeon, and son of the soil, stumbled upon this pure spring gushing from the side of a steep embankment. With a small, dedicated team, he scaled the tropical hills, and here, with grit and resilience, they captured and bottled purity. Refreshing, natural, pure. He saw no other choice but to share this resource, to supply the best of Grenada to the rest of Grenada. His vision flowed through the community of Mount Jewel, carrying with it mothers, brothers, sisters, and sons. With the mind to employ at least one person per household, Dr. Friday established the first locally owned treatment facility, Glenelg. For the families of Mount Jewel, this wasn't just bottled water. It was the chance to provide for, to transform and improve their present and their future lives. It was employment, education, empowerment. Every bottle captured the best of the breathtaking mountains, the refreshing spring, the company, the community, the people, the vision, quality, credible, water. His commitment then is our commitment now. Water you can trust. For 25 years, Glenelg has stayed true to this ideal. We've spent years repeatedly investing in safety and purity controls to ensure that Glenelg remains the highest quality water on the island. We've continuously refined our bottling and distribution process, automated our bottling line, and maintained rigorous daily testing to ensure that every bottle you drink is not only free from contaminants, but is equal to and surpasses international standards. A clean choice for a healthier, happier lifestyle, then, now, and in the future. What began at a remote community in St. Patrick has grown to touch communities, events, and lives across Grenada. From Carifta and Spice Mass to health walks and fundraisers, we are proud partners of companies, big and small, of schools, non-profits, and households. We are happy to have grown into a brand you can trust to stand beside you while you prepare for work, study, or life. We look forward to the next 25 years as water changes shape, form, and state. So too will we change and grow to meet the demands of our local and regional market. But our commitment to community, quality, and credibility remains the same. Just pure, premium water. The highest quality water for a healthy, hydrated life. Because we, Glenelg, are water.
All right, Grenada, Carrico, Petey Mondic, and the world, I'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Life program, people. This is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. We are now coming out of a very active active weekend. There were so many things that happened. We had band launches, we had pool parties, we had so many things happening. Trust me, Grenada, I mean, it sounds like a stretch. It's going to be the entertainment capital of the Caribbean. Just give us maybe a year or two, if you know what I mean. You know, but we're looking good. We're looking good. Folks, we have a lot of things to tell you about tonight. What's making the news is as follows. There's a new executive that has been elected to govern tennis here in Grenada. This information just reaching us. We will tell you about it as well. You have to look forward to the police recruitment exams. We're going to tell you information about that as well. Disoriented man found aboard drifting boat in Grenada waters. We have an update for you on that. And Randal Robertson resigns as PRO of the National Democratic Congress. We spoke to him just before coming on the program, and we'll tell you what he has to say about that. Now, this is something you don't want to miss. Woman wakes up to abandoned baby in a box at a door. That happened in Antigua. We'll tell you more about that. And young man loses his life in a motorcycle collision in St. Lucia as well. A family of 4 is now homeless following a fire in St. Lucia. We have also had some crashes and so on, some accidents, some fender benders and so on happening on the weekend. We'll tell you more about that when we return. Folks, remember, this is news discussed, not told. It's real news in Ololililolo when we come back. We want to remind you that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean and the Colombian Emeralds International. As well, folks, we want to invite you to share the program. So you want to share the business, that's how other people gets to know that a business has started. We want to say hello to the folks who are tuned in on WPG10. That's cable TV channels 10 and 11. We are happy to have you with us as well. Those of you who are viewing via YouTube, we know that you're there. Welcome to Mikey Live. We will be back shortly.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Trying to get fit for 2019? Then start your journey to fitness with Quartz. Buy any Marcy or Land Ranger gym equipment for $4.99 and over from now until March 31st and enter for your chance to win your purchase free. Shop now and pay nothing until Easter 2019. Your journey to fitness begins with Quartz. Visit us today for your gym equipment and enter to win. Quartz, bringing value home.
On Saturday, 6 April, the National Stadium comes alive with the grand opening of the 2nd annual Pure Grenada Cup. St. Andrew Big Parish Stars versus St. Mark Western Stars. And from 9 p.m, defending champion St. Patrick Crown City Strikers versus St. John Dolphins. Experience pure football, pure class. Then after the games, we move stateside for the top 3 artists in the International Groovy Monarch from Trinidad. Groovy King Swappy from St. Lucia with his man Teddy St. John and the Grenadian Golden Boy Vaughn. Also featuring the band Solid and Pappy Boy. Admission $25 main stand, $20 bleachers. The grand opening of the 2nd annual Pure Grenada Cup. Get into the game.
Okay, folks, get into the game, and we are happy to be back with you, folks. Now let's get into what's making the news. Now, the first thing that we need to tell all you about, boy, is that Caribbean Chambers of Commerce, they're actually formally launching a network. Chambers of Commerce from across the Caribbean region, they are gathering in Barbados, that is today and tomorrow, to formally launch the network of Caribbean Chambers of Commerce. They call it CariCham. Executive Director of 16 Chambers of Commerce from the following countries are expected to be in attendance. We're talking about Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, Belize, Cuba, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Martinique, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, and Suriname. Now, you might wonder, what is the objective of CariCham? Now, it's a long list. We are just going to tell you about 2 or 3. Now, it is to determine the best mechanism to represent the interests of the private sector on regional and international issues, as well as to facilitate capacity building opportunities for members and representatives of the Chambers of Commerce, and as well promote trade and investment in the Caribbean and with other international trade partners. Now, we have posted the information on our website. That's mikeylive.com. It's a whole list of benefits and for the islands and so on that we would want you to go through, all right? And for more information, you can check out the website as well, their own website, which is grenadachamber.org. That's Grenada Chamber. They have more information about this on their website as well. Okay. News just reaching us is that a new executive was elected to serve the Grenada Tennis Association, the GTA, at the annual general meeting that was held at the Olympic House. I understand that the meeting was held on Saturday. Now, those who were elected to direct and manage the national affairs of the sport, they will do so for the next 3 years. We have as the president, Mr. Bernard Wilson. Hey, Mr. Wilson, congratulations, man. And as well, we have as vice president, Mrs. Hilary Alexander, the general secretary, Mr. Jason Stanislaus, and the treasurer, Mr. Kimani Nichols. All right. Congratulations to everyone. Okay. You can check them for more information. They have a number 419-9751 or 410-6469. All right. Now, there are a lot of athletes who really made Grenada proud over the weekend, and we have to say congratulations to all of them. Now, they are out there and they are representing their schools and so on, but more so, you have to remember that they as well represent Grenada. And so I know it's not the exciting, hot topic kind of thing, but we still have to feature these stories. Now, Philip Marcel, he has set a new program record in the 200-meter dash, highlighting the Monroe College men's outdoor track and field team's final day at the rally relays hosted by the North Carolina State University. Now, they are saying that he ran at a time of 20.97 seconds in the 200-meter, breaking the Monroe College record in this event. Now, we want to say congratulations to him. This is not easy to do, and he did it. His picture is on the screen. I'll just give him a little encouragement to at least that we appreciate what he has done for us. And we have more to talk about sports in a moment in terms of some other Grenadians who are doing us proud. All right, folks, as usual, we like to tell you what's going on. We have a notice from Grenlec in terms of some planned outages that you need to know about. It's on your screen, and here they are. So starting tomorrow, that's Tuesday 2nd, we have Madame Pierre, Petite Martinique, 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Okay, and as well Mount Hartman, St. George, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then we have on Wednesday, Vendome, St. Andrew, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And on Friday, we have Pedmata, St. George, 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. So the planned outages are part of the continuous upgrade and maintenance program to ensure continued safe and reliable electricity supply throughout the Tri-Island state. Please be guided accordingly. Right, we are moving on. Now, the Jane Pierre Youth Under 16 Netball Championships, we told you that we were sending up our team to represent. It is currently on the way in Antigua and Barbuda. Now, Grenada we're not doing too bad in the way of play. You understand? We will not win every game, but we play. So some of the games that were played so far: March 29th, Dominica 40-11, Antigua and Barbuda. All right. We have Grenada played on the 30th as well. They played Bermuda 24-23, 24 Bermuda, 23 Grenada. That is small thing. We also played on the 31st, March 26, Grenada, 9 Antigua and Barbuda. We're doing too bad. And then we had April 1st, which is today, St. Lucia 23, Grenada 22. That is small thing. All right. Grenada will next be playing. I think they were supposed to play Dominica today. Again, you know. And no. They'll be playing Dominica tomorrow. Yes, they'll be playing Dominica tomorrow. So wish them luck, all right, guys? And then again, they'll be playing April 4th against Trinidad and Tobago. So wish our team all the best. We're going to tell you about the GCIC cricket in a moment, all right? The next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, several Grenadian athletes have won medals over the weekend at collegiate games. Now, on Friday, I think it was, we were telling you about our very own Anderson Peters. Now, Anderson is doing really good, you know, from being featured as the man of the week and then breaking record and stuff like that. Now, that is some kind of thing you don't hear every day. And so we as well here on the program would like to wish him all the best. Now, he says that his pre-training, his pre- and post-season trainings have really done him well. So that's good. Also, we have Josh doing well, not just Anderson, but we have Josh as well. All right, that's Josh Boateng. He won a bronze in Section B of the men's shot put at the Texas Relays. He has equalized his national record of 18.11 meters. They say he has been improving nicely. All right, and as he continues to practice and so on, he will even get better. Anderson Peters as well. His performance earned him the world lead. He moved up to the third spot in the NCAA rankings. He has set a new national record of 86.7 meters for Grenada. Now, his previous record was 84.81 meters, set in 2017 at the OECS Track and Field Championships. So he too must be recognized for the hard work that he's been doing. Folks, we need to tell you about the police recruitment exams. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, they want to inform the general public that recruitment examinations will be held on Saturday, 13 April 2019, commencing at 9 a.m. at the following venues. So we have St. Andrew, that's St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School, SAS Telescope. Then we have St. George, Grenada Boys Secondary School, Tantine, St. John, St. Rose Modern Secondary School, St. John, and we have Carriacou, all right, the Magistrates Court, Hillsborough, and we have Petit Matnick too. Now, the requirement in terms of your age, you must be between the ages of 19 and 35. You understand? Some of you ambitious but past the age. You understand? 19 and 35. And well, the height for women, 5 feet 4 inches, and for the men, 5 feet 7 inches. You know, I don't find how can I think getting into law now? Well, you know, how can I think getting into law up to now about short man can get work with the police? Never see that yet. We'd go legal and short man can be a police. Okay, I think legalizing in St. Kitts. I read the news, me even talking about it tonight. Okay, I think legalizing and short man still can get a blind. Anyway, this examination is open to all interest. You lie. They say this examination is open to all interested persons. Honorable police, that's not true because you just say, you know, there's a requirement, a height requirement. So what is it? What it is? Anyway, you're encouraged to be there at least half an hour before the start of the exams. All right, and you are asked to please walk with a snack or light refreshment, pen and pencil and things like that because you're gonna need it. You know what I mean? I'll get joke, all laughing. Yeah, someone saying, yeah, I'll get a joke. No, but see, as they say, you know, this thing is open to all interested. That's not true. You have to be tall. All right, so the next bit of information that we have to tell you, boy, it comes from the National Insurance Scheme. I want to put up a picture on all the screen, understand, and tell you something about Miss St. Bernard. All right, let me get a picture for you. Here she is on all the screen. All you see Miss St. Bernard on all the screen? Right, so let me tell you about Miss St. Bernard now. Okay, now the National Insurance Board is pleased, they say, to announce the appointment of Miss Cindy Ann St. Bernard to the position of Deputy Director of the National Insurance Board effective today, April 1st, 2019. Now, Miss St. Bernard holds a Master's of Science in Finance from the University of Leicester, I don't know if the I is silent, and a bachelor's degree in management studies from the University of the West Indies Cavell campus. She has been employed with the National Insurance Scheme since 1996 and held the position of investment manager since 2009. Ms. St. Bernard is from Woodland St. George's and a past student of the St. Joseph's Convent St. George and the T.A. Marisho Community College. All the girl clap now, she get work, you know, you get organized, you know what I mean? All probably one of the biggest stories that we could tell you about now is about the fisherman boy. Them fisherman boy from Tobago who went missing, and one of the fishermen was found adrift. Yes, in Grenada waters. Folks, I never see that yet. Big story. So I look everywhere today. I can't find the story from Trinidad because I want to know what's going on, and I'm in the Trinidad's perspective to the whole story. But nah, boy, he had. So anyway, let's tell you what we know here in Grenada. What do we know? So we know that three fishermen went missing just about 2 weeks ago from Tobago. Okay, we know that this boat was seen yesterday, and this disoriented man on his screen was on board that small boat. All right. Now he was saying that, you know, he's been adrift and so on, and trying to explain to the people around what was really happening with him. He had some monies in his bag. He was barefooted. He couldn't even walk on his own. He had to be escorted by the police into a police vehicle, and we were told that he was taken to hospital. There has still been no official word about the other two men who were said to have been with him. Now, there are a lot of speculations, but we don't go by speculations. One of the news outlets said that one of the occupants of the vessel is presumed dead. We hear other people saying things. We ain't taking part in that. All we're saying, we can't get nothing from Trinidad, so we have to wait. I know that some of his family members are due to arrive in Grenada tonight, you know, and to check him out and so on, you know. But I never see that yet. So this video on your screen started making the rounds yesterday because his presence somewhat drew a crowd. And as Grenadians, as hospitable as we are, they were attempting to assist him with the situation.
And them are swallow no cup. Swallow no cup. They can take the man money.
The man will be outside the 21 days. The man has a property after this. So that takes care from the man, and they can get to the present who are you supposed to do, right? Huh? No, well, nobody had know him. He from Tobago, but didn't listen from Tobago. So you call Coast Guard and deal with the Coast Guard. Can't get up by yourself. Can't get up.
And two of them alone will come.
Alright, so folks, that's the video that was making the rounds yesterday. As well, persons got an opportunity to see what the boat is. I know that there was one media house who reported initially on the missing man, just a two-liner, about the missing man. So they too has confirmed that that's one of the men who went missing 2 weeks ago. So what happened to the other men, only the one who has been found will be able to say. According to reports, his name is Randal Kendall. All right. And the other name was given as Ronaldo Moses. Okay, so that was as well one of the three fishermen who went missing at sea. They're all from Tobago. Went missing, hadn't returned, and now this boat was found in Grenada waters. I just find it really weird that we have not been able to get any real story from the major news outlets in Trinidad and Tobago about these missing men. We are moving on. How are we looking for time? Earlier, the Minister for Education, Emmeline Peh, she has put out a press statement, about, you remember, last Friday, I believe it was Friday, Thursday, there was a bulletin that was sent out to the teachers by Tuesday by the president of the Grenada Union of Teachers, that's Mr. Lydon Lewis, regarding the walk to rule. And he was reminding the teachers that they are there has been no change in terms of the walk to rule, and that they shouldn't be writing correcting SBs and things like that. So the minister put out this thing. She said the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs expressed sincere appreciation to teachers across the nation who have continued to mark students' SBA and CPEA projects and to submit the relevant sources, but scores. So that she said that the ministry, on behalf of the government of Grenada, commends you for putting the interests of the nation's children first. You understand? Now, we will have more about that for you in the national report. We also read you a statement from the Grenada Conference of Churches. I have since heard a lot from people about that press statement. Or we talk about it, we ain't talking about it. You know what? Let me talk. Let me go on, man. Next story. How are we looking for time again? My timekeeper walking with me. Let me go. All right, earlier. So there was a lot of talk about the convention, the General Convention of the National Democratic Congress, what's going to happen and so on. We told a story about that last week and so on. So last night now, we were hearing a lot of talk about resignations and blah, 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 blah. And then we saw Mr. Randal Robertson, the then PRO, put up a statement, because to some people he was still the PRO, when he acknowledged, or he actually announced through social media, that he's no longer the PRO. He said, "Long live the NDC. Today, I left office as the PRO. It has been my pleasure to serve. Know that I love you loads. A sabbatical time now." Now, a lot of people interpreted the message how they wanted. And so, a lot of people said, "Whoa, fire in the camp, something happened down there, boy. Fire on top, fire below." There were a lot of speculations that there is some sort of bad blood, some sort of issue, some sort of infighting within the National Democratic Congress. We know we ain't going to let that slide. So we spoke to Mr. Randal Robertson. So we hear, this is what's going on, this is what we have heard, that ting. And Mr. Robertson stated that, "Hey, Mikey, listen, this is something that we have we have talked about within the party. It was by no surprise that I did what I had to. You know, he says that, you know, he has a lot of work to do with his own business, and at some point in time, you know, you have to make a decision in terms of what you really want to do. In his words, you cannot serve two masters at the same time.
Hi, Mikey. I'm just saying that my resignation had been, I had spoken to the hierarchy of the party long before, indicated to them that I had a lot going on, and I didn't think that I was doing the party justice and doing my business justice, trying to straddle the two. And, you know, one must consider that one has to live, so you know where the priority has to be. However, they asked me to hold on, and I held on. I let them know that, look, I could hold on until March when we have General Council. So they knew. So, I mean, it's not a surprise to the hierarchy of the party that I have resigned at this point in time. I think that we have a cadre of youngsters now who can easily fill that position. So I'm sure somebody is going to be found who can, you know, transition easily into the position. I have not resigned from the party. And I wish, you know, that people would understand that I am going to go and do my thing now, see about me, and the party is going to transition, and it's going to see about it, and I am going to be right there supporting whatever it is that we need to support for the National Democratic Congress. I didn't resign as a member of the party. I've only resigned my position on the executive as the public relations officer, so that I could go and give my business some attention. That's it.
All right, folks. So that's Mr. Randal Robertson clarifying what's really going on with him, and the fact that he has decided to give up his position. All right. How are we looking for time, people? Okay. All right. So, folks, Carriacou love the aquatic events. Carriacou is big on the Maroon Festival, and so last week they launched the festival. That was on Friday, people. So we bring a little thing live and thing, and they're saying that, you know, they're really looking forward to a really good Maroon Festival 2019. We have for you the special report from KOMG Productions on the launch of the Maroon Festival.
From April 26 to the 28th, one of Carriacou's rich cultural heritage will be on display for the world to see. The Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival was officially launched at the Grenada Tourism Authority's Welcome Center. The festival is into its 10th year. Theria Lendor, chairperson of the Maroon Committee, in giving an overview of the festival, outlined some of what the Maroon Weekend entails.
The weekend begins with the traditional cooking of the saraka, or smoked food cooking, and the opening ceremony on the 26th April. So from 6 a.m. there'll be the wetting of the ring, or what we call the libation, at Bele's Junction. The blowing of the conch shell will notify persons that the Maroon is about to start. Then we move to the Bele Park, where we will commence the cooking. The sharing of the food starts at 4 p.m. and this will continue until food is finished. At 7 p.m. we will start the evening with a flambeau march from the entrance of the park right onto the stage side, where the official ceremony. On Saturday the 27th, the day starts at 10:30 a.m. We'll be welcoming a session at the Tyrrell Bay Port. There, visitors will get a taste of our culture, followed by the real experience later on in Hillsborough, in Strings in the city. The streets of Hillsborough will be an explosion of our culture. You will get to experience flag dancing, cake dancing, and the merger of two of our best string bands. Well, they'll vie for the best string bands of the road. Who will it be? You must come out to see. Later on, Maroon Village in Bele comes alive from 8 p.m. We'll enjoy a mixture of culture featuring groups from Grenada, Union Island, and Trinidad and Tobago, and our own local groups. Come and enjoy our traditional big drum, quadrille, local Calypsonian, just a few I'm naming. The evening will culminate with a major artist, Capleton and the Prophecy Band out of Jamaica. The weekend climaxes with the evening on Paradise Beach at 4 p.m. There again, you will enjoy performances by local Calypsonians and regional groups and the sweet songs of the string music to end the evening.
The success of the Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival, according to Minister for Youth, Sports, Culture and the Arts, Honorable Nolan Cox, would not have been possible had it not been for persons who volunteered their time and sponsors. Therefore, it's important to embrace and secure such product.
The sustenance of this heritage product could not have been achieved without the selfless commitment of Carriacouans who volunteer their time and resources year after year to ensure we portray Carriacou to the world. It could not have been successful if Carriacouans, visitors, patrons did not come every year to support and participate in this important festival. It could not have been successful if our sponsors didn't continue to invest their resources to ensure our traditions are exposed to our youths to foster knowledge transfer and succession. Friends, this is the heart of the Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival. People coming together to showcase the life and way of our people through generations. This is why it is so critical for us to embrace this product and to secure every fabric of its existence. This, I believe, brothers and sisters of this beautiful island, will be representative of our legacy as Carriacouans to ensure that one of our greatest social assets, our culture, our way of life, is preserved.
Minister for Carriacou and Pitty-Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Kindra Maturin Stewart, notes the Maroon Festival is a rich and diverse one, which offers both locals and visitors an opportunity to witness the practice of a traditional Maroon. Minister Stewart notes government will continue to lend its support towards enhancing the Maroon Festival.
A rich and diverse festival that offers visitors and locals alike the chance to witness the traditional Caribbean practice of a Maroon, celebrating and offering thanks for the last harvest and asking for good fortune during the upcoming planting season. This festival, which was started sometime back in 2001 by a group of visionary Carriacouans and who had the survival of our cultural heritage at the forefront of their minds, has today become an international event that draws many visitors to our tri-island state, especially to our lovely Carriacou and Petite-Martinique. These pioneers did not know that in 2019, the Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival will find a home in the new branding of our tourism product in the state of Grenada, as the Tourism Authority continue to focus on our brand name of Pure Grenada, Carriacou and Petite-Martinique. The government of Grenada, through its agents, the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite-Martinique Affairs, the Ministry of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority, the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture worked collaboratively over the years to ensure that this vital cultural package finds its niche market globally. The government of Grenada continues to assess existing conditions and pledges ongoing support towards the enhancement of this festival.
During the launching, presentations were made to the Maroon Committee by sponsors. The 2019 Carriacou Maroon and String Band Music Festival will be held under the theme, Deeply Rooted in Our Tradition, Remaining True to Our Culture.
All right, thank you very much, Kendall, on that report. Earlier, what we have to tell you about is one woman woke up to an abandoned baby in a box on a doorstep in Antigua. Listen, man, this story went literally viral. I know some of you may have seen this on our website. You understand? They say the woman wake up. She reported to the police, in fact, that she woke up at around 1:30 a.m. to some strange sounds on the outside. So she decided to go check it. She said she initially thought that it was some rat that was playing outside. But because the sound persisted, she went to investigate and saw a baby in a box. Now they're saying that the person who left the baby at the front door also left a note saying, "I bring baby for you." Huh? I bring baby for you. They say the baby was taken to a hospital, and immediately the police was informed, and so the police is investigating this. Would you ever hear more? They say the baby boy is described as about 1 month old and seemed to be of Hispanic descent. You understand? Oh, you put that baby in that box, Jed. No star. We are moving on. I don't think we would have the national report tonight, folks. I think they're having some issues with sending the files to us, but that's small thing. I real thing to tell you. Anyway, let go. Alright, what's the next thing I have to tell you again, boy? Yeah, boy, let me take a little move now into what's breaking in the internet. People, there are some things that you don't see every day, such as this. Only in Grenada. If you can identify what's going on there. People, sun hot. So the sanitary engineer decide he ain't gonna be doing with that kind of time, not today. Yeah, understand? The man said nothing so. But I have his umbrella out. I ain't making it up. You can see for yourself, I ain't making it up. If this place nice one more time, you're telling me, I'll give him a clap. You're talent. You're talent. What flex? Folks, while I say this, let's not ignore the man on the left. Let's not ignore the worker on the left. How enthusiastic he is about what he does. Loving what he is doing. People think that easy to do. I don't want them men on steroids, you know. Let me tell you this. All the laughing. All getting to laugh. Let me tell you this, people. There are a group of enthusiastic workers. I don't know, maybe something to do with the salary, because I never hear that yet. Listen, when you see the garbage collectors moving, people, they're always busy, with smile on their face, with a really nice attitude. You know what I mean? I don't know how they're able to maintain that sort of energy and vibe while handling our garbage. So today I want to salute all the garbage collectors in the island. In fact, all the garbage collectors viewing the program, whether you're in Grenada or not, people, let's recognize them. Let's put something nice on the screen for them. A little like, a little love, you know, a little something. You understand? Good. We are moving on. That's what's breaking the internet. You understand? Earlier, we're moving on. So the next thing that we have to tell, boy, there were a lot of crashes and so on the weekend from since last week, boy. Crashes all over the place. This was a crash. We don't know how it happened, but this one happened in Palmis, St. John, where a vehicle, well, you see for yourself. You understand what led to the incident? We can't tell you, but what we can tell you, it seemed to have been a really close call for the driver of that vehicle. We've had no fatalities and so on out of accidents this weekend, so at least that's good. There was another one in Point Salines, boy. This one was today, reportedly happened today. You understand, in the Point Salines area. This car looked really total. Yes. What happened leading to this incident, we can't tell you, but we saw there was an injured man on the ground. Yeah. So we've been having, I mean, there's nothing unique about the crashes. You understand? They happen all the time. I guess as much now with smartphones and social media and so on, it just would appear. It would appear that we're having more serious incidents and so on, but they've been happening anyway. Let's leave that talk there. We're moving on. There we go. All right, Olia. The next thing that we have to, and there was one with a garbage truck, but we're losing time, so we can leave that one. The next thing that we have to tell all your boys, 35-year-old lost his life. Road fatality in St. Lucia. There's been a lot. You understand? There's been a lot of vehicular incidents in St. Lucia, and whenever they happen, sometimes it's just so bad that people actually lose their life. You understand? So I know it's a tough one. It was a part of a motorcycle collision. Anyway, let me stop talking and give you all the thing. You know what I mean? Now again, this story happened in St. Lucia.
Riders always, it's very important you use a helmet when riding. And please, there is nothing for you to race about. Ride for pleasure, not for recognition.
Sonia Joseph, the mother of a young man who lost his life in a motorcycle accident on Sunday, is pleading with local motorcyclists to ensure that they have the proper protective gear when on the road. Dead is 35-year-old Sanjay Fatal after his motorcycle collided with a coaster at Wavin Shabot. Fatal, who was not wearing a helmet at the time of the crash, was unresponsive as his wife tried to convince him to stay awake in heartbreaking footage moments after the accident. His mother is appealing to motorists to slow down on the nation's roads.
Tell riders, please, when you're riding, always use your helmet and stop riding fast. Because what happened to me today and what happened, it could happen to any parent, and it's so sad to say that a parent is burying her son or their children. So the most important thing, driver, riders, please use your helmet at all times and stop the speeding.
Joseph says, having warned her son countless times, the news came to her as no surprise.
Miss Sonia, there's an accident involving your son. So I didn't know exactly how it was or how it was, so I told him, well, good for him. Now I said that because of his disobedience, and I knew that he always rides very fast. So I said good for him, not knowing it was so severe. I am okay, to tell you the truth, because I was expecting that, as I said before, because of the, I should tell him, stop riding fast. Stop driving fast. Now when you see children disobedient like that, there are other ways that they pay for the consequences of disobeying their parents. So children, please obey your parents. Your parents already know what's happening, they know their lives, so when your parents speak to you, always listen to them.
Sonia Joseph says despite efforts to resuscitate her son for over half an hour, he succumbed to his injuries. She wishes her son had heeded her warnings.
I had to speak to him about riding fast and driving fast. All of you see the boy on a bike or a car is always fast. I had to tell him, son, you don't have drugs, you don't have ammunition, you don't have life water, bring him to the hospital, you need to chill out, you need to cool out. Stop riding fast. And that's what put him in the situation he is today.
Sanjay Fatal was married to a Canadian national and was due to travel back in July. He leaves behind one son. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Yeah, boy, that mother jet, boy. What? Mommy, you're jet. Yeah. You're telling me? that talk. I find that mother Jade, boy. Wow, boy. That mother look like she'll beat you and still you go sleep hungry. No food for you. I mean, you get like a 50% on your homework and thing. No food and you still get licks. That mother some Jade. A family of 4 is homeless after a fire gutted their home. It was a 2-story home. Again, we want to join our colleagues. Mystery dread. We want to join our colleagues in at the HTS to tell you that story. I find I'm looking for it, and I didn't find it. But anyway, folks, for tonight we will not be having the national report, all right? Because we are having some issues. We ain't passing the buck. We're just having some issues, all right? So due to that, we will not be able to give you the national report. Okay, I am also not seeing my other story regarding the fire, so I'll have to leave that there for now. All right, so yes, boy, it had to do with a family of 4 that lost their house to fire in St. Lucia. All right, well, I realize anyway, we'll leave that day. Folks, let me just take a break and come back shortly. Remember, again, we would not be having the national report. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply.
Bruv.
Hello? I can't see you.
What's good?
But I can't even hear you.
Yo.
Hello? Hello? Ah!
Okay, I see. I'm good. I'm coming in.
Ah, there you are.
Live the experience right now. Enjoy high quality video calling today. Stream, upload, and share with Digicel super fast LTE network. Visit our stores today and live the experience today. Digicel. On Saturday, 6 April, the National Stadium comes alive with the grand opening of the second annual Pure Grenada Cup. St. Andrew Big Purse Stores versus St. Mark Western Stores. And from 9 p.m, defending champion St. Patrick Crown City Strikers versus St. John Dolphins. Experience pure football, pure class. Then after the games, we move stateside for the top 3 artists in the International Groovy Monarch from Trinidad. Groovy King Swappy from St. Lucia with his man, Teddyson John, and the Grenadian Golden Boy, Vaughn. Also featuring the band Solid and Pappy Boy. Admission $25 main stand, $20 bleachers. The grand opening of the second annual Pure Grenada Cup. Get into the game.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta get into the game, baby. All right, so folks, what we have for you is this, the hit list, the hot list, anything you want to call it. Please call 420-8226 people. Call the number. All right? Garvey McPhee from Loreto, Guava State, St. John. Ayana Paul, Vendome, St. George. Theron Francis, Corinth, St. David. Laurie Dunbar. Now, Laurie is from Tivoli, St. Andrew. Kesia Strawn, Westerholt, St. David. Junior Fraser, Fontenoy, St. George. Doncha Lewis, Parklet, St. George. Raymond Lewis, Montgranby, Grand Roy, St. George. Delroy Peters, Bolio, St. George. Did I say Grand Roy, St. George? Grand Roy, St. John. Augustine Philip, Mamacan. Linus Charles, Latant, St. David. Omega Antoine, Marley, St. David or Mondeli, St. George. Dean Brave Boy, Frequente, St. George. Shakira Maxwin, Frequente, St. George. Ranisha Regis, Lamode or Molinaire, Urban George Sharp, Tobago St. David, Philip Batiste, Mardi Gras St. George, Dwayne Raj Jerome Tempe, Christopher Beggs, Felix Park, Sholan Ambrose Gove, and Judy Filbert Lamode St. George. Folks, you're reminded that you need to call the number. All right, not my number, this number, 420-8226. All right. One of the things that we have to tell you about, boy, is the GCIC. We know we want to keep you updated in terms of the scores, and there were a few matches that were played, and we want to tell you who did well. All right, so that's the next thing that we have to tell you about. Yeah, no NRL. I want to cry. Don't cry. We'll have it tomorrow. Just for today, okay? The GCIC cricket tournament. The results from the last set of games played. We had Latouche Interior versus M&N Hardware. Latouche Interior scored 92 all out in 12.1 overs, and M&N Hardware scored 93 for 2 in 7.1 overs. So M&N Hardware won this one. Then we had Police versus Office Pros. Here's what. The Police made 165 all out in 14 overs, and the Office Pros made 121 all out in 14.5. So we had the Police winning that. And as well, we had Nawasa versus Creative Designs. Creative Designs scored 93 for 7 in 11.1 overs, and we had Nawasa who made 95 for 1 in 6.1 overs. So Nawasa won this one. All right, guys, and those were the results for that. Let's take a look at the generic weather, see what it's going to be like for tonight. All right, so it's now about 26 degrees Celsius, and they're saying that the minimum temperature is going to be around 25 degrees Celsius for tonight. Again, that's the generic. All right, precipitation 10%, humidity 79%, wind 13 kilometers per hour. All right, I ain't see no rain, not much to talk about. Yeah, son. So yeah, bye. What else we have to tell you about? I think that's just about it. Nope, I have one more thing to tell you about. Let me see if I can find it here. All right, so folks, it's been really good weather lately. It's just that we are not getting as much rain as possible as we should, you know, but that has been predicted. They say it's going to be like that for a while, you understand? So that is why Nawasa has been encouraging people to at least invest in adequate storage. Okay, now folks, we've been telling you about the store. We're talking about the Special Touch Variety Store, and they're having for you everything that you will need in a variety store, whether it is you're looking for shoes, clothing, bags, electronic items, cellular phones, and you know, accessories, you just name it, they've got it. They're located on Market Hill, St. George. You can call them at 537-9497. That number again, 537-9497. All right, they have just opened up for the sign. You can't miss it on Market Hill. All right, they have just opened, and they want you to know that you can just check them out. They have the best prices for you. All right, guys, good. Let's pick up some people on the program. Eunice, Blessings, Kireen, Lintona, Rayburn, Camille, Rolander, we have Hazel, we have Deslin, we have Zaka, we have Noreen, Shireen, Esther, Nika. Hey Queenie, what's up happening? We have Chrisia, big up to yourself, all right? We have as well with us Jade, Rhonda, Reginald, Asha, Camille, how are you? Louisa, how are you? And everyone on the program, man, big up all yourself, right? Khadija and everybody else. Peter, big up yourself, and Shomin, big up yourself as well, okay? Guys, and those of you who are viewing via WPG10, I'd like to say, hey, I have a voucher, boy. You know what? Maybe we'll do something for somebody to win that voucher before the week ends. It's $100 credit. Compliments Digicel, so we're gonna work on that. All right, guys, we're gonna work on that. So if there's nothing else, folks, that's as far as you can go for tonight. I want to thank you, and of course, we're going to be back with you tomorrow, God's willing. We're going to tell you more about what's making the news here in Grenada and in the Caribbean. God bless you guys, and I appreciate you all the time. Let's do this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja, no. Good night, everyone. Yo,